I am here to do a live poetry reading. In the background, you will be able to see the lily and lotus garden, which is featured in the freshwater lakes of the botanical gardens here in Cairns. It's quite a peaceful and tranquil setting, as opposed to what takes place in many of the houses and dwellings which are associated with all the cities in the world, and that is the outlying suburbs of those sprawling metropolises. The poem is concerned with domestic violence, a subject which those who are listening to this reading would be only too aware of. Either they have heard about it or they may have experienced it themselves. It is a plague on human nature, and it has been going on for hundreds of years. And yet, they don't call it a pandemic, they just allow it to go on and on and on. The title of the poem is called Behind Closed Doors. Out in the suburbs and behind closed doors, relationships torn apart from domestic wars, countless deaths and ruined lives, whether it be an adult or even a child. Behind closed doors, secrets concealed, voices silenced, innocence lost. Everyone pays a considerable cost. It all starts with loving words, looking at a future with adolescent eyes, wanting to create one's own patch of paradise, chasing a dream in which to appease. Vows exchanged, commitments made, celebrations had, a foundation laid. In time, the daily wear and tear begins to take its toll. To cope, one returns to the habits of old. Household members take fight or flight, taking up combative positions on either side. Behind closed doors and within confined spaces, eventually pressure mounts and tempers flare. Expectations are high and tension build. Common sense and reason then left behind. Staunch beliefs held on opposite sides. Personal pride is what one defends. Hidden emotions return to bite. Anger and hate take over the mind. Behind closed doors, no one is safe. An enemy will pounce on any mistake. In a house, there is nowhere to hide. Just pray to get through the night. Weapons are drawn behind closed doors. Violence erupts in many forms. Physical, verbal, and a lot more. No one is immune, neither rich nor poor. Out in the suburbs and behind closed doors, A war is still raging despite all the laws. Countless deaths and ruined lives. Everyone pays, man, woman and child. I'll remain silent so you can take in the peacefulness and serenity of the freshwater lakes here, and maybe you'll be able to get a glimpse of some of the ducks swimming around in the freshwater lakes. While I also take some deep breaths and take it all in. It is an overcast day here in Cairns, with the prospect of rain coming this afternoon. But the winter temperature, although we're just coming out of that and going into spring, is very comfortable indeed, compared to some of the colder climates in various parts of the world. For here it is a tropical climate. Very hot summers and warm winters. Thank you for dropping by, and until next time, thank you.